Welcome everyone. In today's video, we shall continue with the lesson multiplication and division of integers. Today, we will begin with practice set 9. Now this practice set 9 consists of division of integers. Here are few rules for division of integers which we have to follow. The first one, we cannot divide any number by 0. Yes, students, we cannot divide any number by 0. For example, if I write here 25 divided by 0, it can never happen. So this is the first rule. Then the second one we have, the quotient of two positive integers is a positive number. Now we'll look at an example for the second one. If we have two integers which are positive, say for example plus 36 and plus 6. So the answer for this is always going to be positive. As both the numbers are positive, answer is always going to be positive. The third rule, the quotient of two negative integers is a positive integer. For example, if I have minus 35 divided by minus 7. If I have to divide these two negative integers, still after dividing, my answer is always going to be positive, plus 5. Whenever we divide two negative integers, answer is positive. Whenever we divide two positive integers, answer is always positive. The last rule which we have, the quotient of a positive integer and a negative integer is always a negative number. For example, if I take minus 48 divided by 4 plus 4. My example is minus 48 divided by plus 4. Now here if you see, one of the quotient is positive, the other is negative. In such case, our answer is always going to be negative. So my answer is minus 12. Whenever we have two numbers, one positive, the other negative, then the answer is always going to be negative. So these are few rules for division of integers which we have to follow. Okay. So now we will start with practice set 9. So students, this division of integers is not at all difficult. We have to solve it the same way as we do it for normal positive numbers. So we will begin. The first sum, minus 96 divided by 16. We have this. So we are supposed to write it in this form. And you remember we have studied about cancelling the numbers and bringing it to the lowest form. We are supposed to do that method here in practice set 9. So we will start with the lowest number which we know. So I am going to start with 2. 2 8s are 16 and 2 48s are 96. Here I get 48 upon 8 now. Can this be lowered into the lowest term further? Yes, it can. So now 8 ones are and 8 6 are. Can this be cancelled and brought to the lowest term? No. So now my final answer will be minus 6. It is very important, students, for all of us to write the correct sign. See here in the question, one integer was negative, the other one was positive. So answer is always going to be negative, as we have learned in the rules. Now we will do the second sum. Our second sum is 98 upon 28. Now this second integer in our question is a negative integer, but we cannot write the negative sign in the denominator. So I am going to put it in the numerator. So my new sum will be minus 98 upon 28. Now we have to search for one table where it can be divided by 98 and 28. So I am going to go with the table of 2. So 2 14s are and 2 49s are. Okay. So now I will write 49 upon 14. This we are supposed to bring it to the lowest term. So I will go with the table of 7. So 7 twos are and 7 sevens are. Can this be lowered further? No, it cannot. So this is going to be my final answer. Which sign? Negative sign. See, look in the question. One positive number, the other negative number. Answer is going to be negative. So this is my final answer. Wherever we cannot cancel the numbers, the numerator and the denominator further, we have to stop there. Okay. Now our third sum. Minus 51 upon 68. Now this I am going to cancel it with the table of 17. Students, it is important for all of us to know the tables at least till 25. So this I am going to cancel with the table of 17. So 17 threes are and 17 fours are. This 3 and 4 cannot be lowered further, and hence minus 3 upon 4 is my final answer. So this is the third sum. Coming to the fourth sum, I'll do it here. 38 divided by 57. Now again in the denominator we cannot put the negative sign, so hence I will just bring it to the numerator. 38 divided by 57. Now this again goes in the table of 16. So 16 twos are and 16 threes are. Now this we have numerator 2, denominator 3, which cannot be lowered further, and hence my final answer is minus 2 upon 3. So this is how we are supposed to do all the sums. Now let's see the fifth sum. Minus 85 upon 20. Now which table should I use here? The table of 5? Yes. So 5 fours are and 5 17s are. Now this 17 and 4 cannot be lowered further, and hence minus 17 upon 4 is my final answer. I hope it is easy for you all also, students, to understand this. Now the sixth sum. Minus 150 divided by minus 25. Now look here in the question, numerator, denominator, both are negative, and hence we are just simply going to cancel out the negative signs. Now we have 150 upon 25. We will begin with the table of 5. 5 5s are 25 and 5 30s are 150. Again we can lower it further. So I will write 30 upon 5. 5 1s are and 5 6s are. Now this cannot be lowered further, and hence 6 is my final answer. You all can either write 6 or you all can also write plus 6. Now the next sum number 7. 100 divided by 60. So I will write 100 upon 60. This is a easier one. Wherever we have zeros at the end, so I will cancel 0, 0. And then we have 10 upon 60. 10 upon 6. So I will use the table of 2. 2 3s are and 2 5s are. Now this 5 and 3 cannot be lowered further, and hence 5 upon 3 is my final answer. So this is the seventh sum. Now let's come to the eighth sum. Sum number 8. 9 divided by 54. Again in the question, in the denominator we can see minus sign. We cannot write minus sign in the denominator, hence we will transfer it to the numerator. Minus 9 upon 54. So now I will use the table of 9 itself. So 9 1s are and 9 6s are. And hence this is my final answer. Minus 1 upon 6, as it cannot be lowered further. Coming to the next sum. Sum number 9. 78 divided by 65. Now for 78 divided by 65, we will take the table of 13. Yes, so 13 5s are 65 and 13 6 are 78. Now we get 6 as the numerator, 5 as the denominator. So now this cannot be lowered further and hence 6 upon 5 is my final answer. I hope it is easier for you all to understand division of integers. And now our very last sum number 10. Minus 5 upon minus 315. See, in the numerator as well as denominator, we have negative signs. I am simply going to cancel them off. Now we have 5 and 315. I am going to use the table of 5. So 5 ones are and 5. How many are, students? Let's solve it. 5 6 are and 5 3s are. So 1 upon 63. 1 upon 63 is my final answer. So this is division of integers. After this, we have the second question. Write 3 division of integers such that the fractional form of each will be 24 upon 5. This is very easy, students. In this case, we simply have to write down the fraction which is given in the question. After writing down the fraction, we have to multiply this fraction with any number of your choice. I am going to multiply it by 2 first. Okay. So 2 in the denominator, 2 in the numerator. After multiplying, write down the answers. 24 2s are 48, 5 2s are 10. In this way, we are supposed to find out 3 division of integers. Why 3? See, in the question they have written 3, right? 3 division of integers. So this is my first one. Now I'll write the second one. For the second one, again I'm going to write down the fraction mentioned in the question and multiply it by any number of my choice. So I'm multiplying it by minus 3 now. Okay. So again, this is what I get. Now after multiplying the numbers, I get minus 72 upon minus 15. As I told you, if we have negative signs in the numerator as well as denominator, we are simply going to cancel them out. And then 72 upon 15 will be my final answer. Similarly, for the third one, I am going to again write down 24 upon 5 and then multiply it by any number of my choice. Just see to it that the number which you choose for numerator should be the same number for denominator also. So I will write 120 upon 25. Okay. So these are the 3 fractions. After this, we are supposed to write down a sentence. Hence, the 3 fractions, the 3 division of fractions of integers are 48 upon 10, 72 upon 15 and 120 upon 25. That's it. Similarly, we are supposed to solve the third sum also. Write 3 division of integers such that the fractional form of each should be minus 5 upon 7. So now let's solve the question number 3 in the same way. We will write the fraction which is mentioned in the question and multiply it by any number of our choice. I am multiplying it by 4 first. So 4 in the numerator, 4 in the denominator. My answer will be minus 20 upon 28. So this is the first fraction which I got. Similarly, for the second one, I am again going to write down the fraction and multiply it by the number of my choice. I am multiplying it by 2. So minus 10 upon 14. Now for the third one, minus 5 upon 7 again I will write and multiply it by 3. Okay, you all can multiply it by any number of your choice also. So my answer here is 15 upon 21. And again, at the end, we are supposed to write down the same sentence. Hence, the 3 division of integers are minus 20 upon 28, minus 10 upon 14, and minus 15 upon 21. So this is our answer. Now coming to the fourth question. It is a big question and we can see a pond also where we can find few fishes, and on that fish we can see few integers, positive as well as negative. Now we are supposed to choose numbers and create a fraction or an example they have already given, like we are supposed to take two numbers and create a sum for multiplication as well as division. So in such way we are supposed to create 4 pairs. So let's begin. First I will do for multiplication, so give the heading as multiplication. Multiplication. After giving the heading, you all can choose any number of your choice. So for the first one, I'm going to choose number 13, the very first fish which I can see, minus 13 and plus 9. So minus 13 multiplied by plus 9. My answer for this will be minus 117. Okay. Similarly, you all are supposed to do for other numbers also. So next number I am taking minus 15 and number plus 12. So minus 15 multiplied by plus 12. We get minus 180. Similarly, for the third one, minus 8 multiplied by minus 18. I am taking it from the fishes itself. So I get the answer as 144. See, you all can see minus 8 is here, minus 18 is here. And the fourth pair is plus 13 and plus 41. So 13 multiplied by 41. The answer which I get is 533. In the question they have asked us to make 4 pairs. So these are the 4 pairs for multiplication. Similarly, for division also we are supposed to make. So give the heading as division. And the first pair, minus 18. See here we have minus 18 and we also have plus 9. So minus 18 divided by 9. The answer I get is minus 2. Similarly, the next one I have minus 24. Here it is minus 24 and we have plus 12 here. So I will write minus 24 divided by plus 12. The answer I get is again minus 2. After dividing, we get the answer as minus 2. The third pair, minus 13, see here the very first fish, and plus 13. So if I divide minus 13 and plus 13, the answer which I get is minus 1. Minus 1. Now the fourth pair, the last pair, I am going to take the number minus 27 and plus 9. So minus 27 divided by 9. The answer is minus 3. Answer is minus 3. So these are 4 pairs for multiplication and 4 pairs for division. That's it for this video, students. We will start with the next chapter in the new video. Thank you.